previously in my NATO time, like especially in the early years, I had done some tours like in Europe and seen like battlefields in Belgium, similar like Mons, where the current supreme headquarters for Allied Powers Europe is. And you see these battlefields and these spaces that were important like 100 years ago during the First World War and then the Second World War. And you think to yourself like the history that was made here, but also like the sacrifice, right? And just knowing that now, looking in these spaces in like Romania or like the different areas like on the eastern flank, the future sacrifice that may occur, God willing, will not. But also just like the ground that will be contested specifically. It's very, I think, jarring. It's a very like emotionally stirring experience to stand on that ground and actually look at it.
One thing that's sticking out to me as you're talking is recent headlines, President Zelensky talking about how they're taking ground with purely autonomous systems, robotic armies. Did you think that we would get here that fast? Is that a surprise to you?
I definitely have always had a little bit of an inclination towards like the technological aspects. Like it's an engineering background, so I've thought like yes, we would see revolution in military affairs, kind of like further development of technology. Did I think heading overseas as an example in 2021 that we'd hear this fast, like that we'd see kind of the ramp up of artificial intelligence, the use of drones, like as perishable like tools almost at this point. No, I don't think I would have considered it this fast. And definitely like contemporary militaries nowadays are scrambling to see how they can integrate these technologies into their actual capabilities and like their actual doctrine itself, right? So at the end of the day, they remain tools, I think, is the important piece. It'll be curious to see kind of like how that continues to evolve with the different theaters of conflict we're seeing right now, beyond like Ukraine, but also like in the Middle East and potentially the Indo-Pacific.